What is happening, everybody? Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a brief review on Kyber Network, a decentralized exchange. Very, very awesome project. I'm also going to do something quite cool. Going to show you how to do a trade on Kyber Network directly from a Ledger Nano S. So stick about for that. Remember, I'm going to put in timestamps in the description below and also in the comments. So if there's anything in particular you want to watch, just use that. And also, if you've enjoyed this quick tutorial and review of Kyber Network, give us a good old thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get more coin reviews and of course market updates. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I, however, am a big evangelist of cryptocurrency. I love everything to do with it. So these are just my opinions. I might be really overly enthusiastic, but at the end of the day, this is something that I do love. Again, enjoy, and I'm Maximilian, your crypto broker, and let's jump into Kyber Network. Okay, awesome. So first things first, let's take a good look at Kyber for today, a few of its price metrics. Kyber right now sitting at around 86 cents, down just under 4% for today. Volume, 24-hour volume at around $4 million, so not very high at all. To be quite honest with you, since ICO, Kyber Network hasn't necessarily always had the biggest trading volume. I do believe it's flying quite seriously under the radar still, considering it's now ready to be used. It has now opened its beta, or open beta, so we'll check that out a little bit later. I'm doing a quick tutorial for you. So yeah, $4 million odd today's volume with a market cap of 116 million, so incredibly low still. This is definitely a project that deserves a higher market cap, I believe. That puts it in 78th place. So we're broken into the top 100, but still near the latter end there. Kyber Network is something that could have serious network effects in the near future, meaning people actually using this and building it out and hopefully taking it more and more mainstream. Decentralized exchange, so that is a very popular subject, and I'm certain over the coming years, decentralized exchanges are only going to get more and more popular, and Kyber are right at the forefront of that. If we quickly, before we kick on, look down at Kyber, Kyber when it first came out, it was very hyped, the ICO. It obviously came out at an incredibly high price, around $2.50. Immediately, as tends to happen, it has a good old dump. But it pretty much found its baseline or sort of average price at around $1.20. We went sideways for a while, and then of course in January, end of December, as the rest of the market, we had a really good, big run up to just under $6. And now we're at around 86 odd cents. So, like the rest of the market, taking a beating, about 5 times lower than its all-time high. So, plenty of room for growth. At the end of this today, I'll kind of give you my idea where I think this will end up. But for now, Kyber at around 86 cents and ranked at around 78th in the market. So, in a nutshell, let's jump into Kyber, what it is, what it's all about, what it's looking to achieve. So as I've said, decentralized exchange, allowing you to purchase cryptocurrency without any middleman. So really is awesome, especially as regulation comes into play into cryptocurrency. A lot of these exchanges are going to have to delist tokens or are going to have to increase their fees, because as regulation comes in place, they make you jump through loopholes. So it'll be interesting to see how the exchange market reacts to regulation. In my own words, Kyber Network is a decentralized exchange and payment gateway for consumers and business. It says here, Kyber Network is a new system which allows the exchange and conversion of digital assets. They've also got an awesome API which other businesses are able to integrate into them. So Kyber won't just be used as a decentralized exchange, but also as a decentralized payment mechanism for business and for other exchanges or other cryptocurrency ecosystems. A few of the features, as I've said, an exchange, convert and exchange your tokens securely and instantly. The proxy payment, pay anyone in one currency, they can receive it in another. So what's cool is that, let's say for example you don't have any Ethereum, but the person you're paying wants Ethereum, but you've got, let's say, Monaco or Kyber Network token. You can send your Kyber Network token to the smart contract, and it can proxy payment for you, and the person can receive Ethereum. So that's really awesome. So of course, secure being an exchange, incredibly important. Every operation happens on the smart contract. We never hold users' funds. So this is basically, trustless sort of way of trading. Versatile, compatible with existing smart contracts. No changes are needed to integrate with Kyber Network. Of course, it's liquid. We maintain a reserve of tokens to guarantee liquidity. So that's how it works really in the background. The only people taking any risk here are the actual reserve token holders. So these are people with a large amount of crypto, and they are basically doing the transaction in the background and being the liquidity providers. Instant, no waiting for confirmations, no deposit required. So that's awesome. Also, the fees are incredibly low. There's actually no fee taken from Kyber. The only fee you pay is the mining fee and the gas. Okay, awesome. So that's Kyber just in a nutshell. So if we're just going to look a little bit further into Kyber, the team behind it, of course, the team is usually the most important thing for me when I look into a potential investment. Now, Kyber have got an incredibly strong team. This gentleman here, Loy Lu, is very well respected in the cryptocurrency space. It reads, Loy Lu is a researcher working on cryptocurrencies, smart contract security, and distributed consensus algorithms. Like I said, he's very well known and speaks at a lot of the Bitcoin and Ethereum workshops. The CTO, Velner, holds a PhD in computer science from Tel Aviv University. His research is focused on game theory incentives and blockchain protocols. And also Victor Tran is also fairly well known as an engineer. He's also a co-founder of Kyber. He has experience in building high-performance multi-platform applications. So incredibly clever people behind them. That's just the core team I'm showing you there. There's still a lot more people behind this. If we just go click all team, you'll see the extent of this team. Lots of designers, lots of engineers, and a lot of people that have got their best interest at heart to build a really awesome decentralized exchange. Where it comes on to something a little bit more interesting is their advisors. You will recognize Vitalik. One of two projects that he's an advisor on. The other we've already brought you, which is Omise Go. The same applies to Kyber. Vitalik's very close with the Kyber team, has always said that he believes in the Kyber project and has been working with Loy Lu to try implement the first and most robust decentralized exchange in Kyber. So yeah, that's very bullish. This isn't some marketing tool. Vitalik is actually seriously behind Kyber. Then moving on to their partners. So Kyber has been partnering with a lot of leading cryptocurrencies. A few, I think they do show down at the bottom here. Some that you might recognize as WAX, World Asset Exchange. I actually hold quite a bit of WAX, a really strong project. Storm token, if you watch the markets, you would have seen Storm recently done very well. They've also partnered with WAN Chain and Icon, so that's very bullish. Now, these protocols are using the Kyber Network protocol to implement a decentralized transfer of cryptocurrency. So, you can't really ask for much more when other highly regarded cryptos are coming to Kyber and asking for their help. If we look here, you'll see the two blog posts, Kyber Network and WAN Chain partnership announcement. Kyber Network has decided to announce its newest partnership with WAN Chain, the universal cross-chain protocol that will power the new digital economy with its private cross-chain smart contracts, distributed ledger, and token exchange privacy. So that's very bullish. They've also released recently a partnership with Icon. The same applies. So Icon will be using the Kyber Network API and decentralized exchange to help their protocols succeed. So that's very good. That gives you a lot of hope that these big cryptos can all grow together to be, incredibly large and make us all very good returns. And then also when it comes back to their people supporting this project, these are all pretty much venture capital funds or cryptocurrency capital funds. The ones you're going to recognize here, Pantera, one of the biggest in the market at the moment, very, very early adopters of crypto. Fenbushi Capital, you might recognize. Kinetic Capital as well, also very well known. When it comes to Fenbushi Capital, another face you might recognize is that Vitalik himself is an advisor to Fenbushi Capital and has been for over a year now, I believe. If we look down at some of the projects that Fenbushi have invested in, as you can see, early cryptos like Factom, a few others here like 10x, Zcash, VE Chain, and others. And then if we look at Pantera have also invested from a very early stage, obviously in Bitcoin, 0x, Augur, Civic, Brave, Ethereum, Enigma, Omise Go, Ripple, Shapeshift, Zcash. So with the support of these big funds, they obviously, if they are supporting Kyber, what do they know that we don't? So I definitely know that Kyber is very bullish and will definitely be an enormous success one day. Well, not definitely, but almost surely with the team and the support. So keep that in mind when thinking to make an investment. Who are the venture capital people behind them? And of course, who are the team behind them? The two most important things to me, I believe, and of course the technology. But without those two things, team and support in terms of financial support, you can't really do too much, can you? And then lastly, let's look at their roadmap. In today's episode, the reason for it, I'm just going to show you the exchange itself and how it works. They've just gone onto the mainnet launch, which was not long ago, and then now we're in open beta supporting ERC20 tokens, which is fantastic. So you'll see the tweet here. Kyber Network is now open to all. We are super excited to open the exchange to all and are now commencing our public beta launch. So that's great. So let's show you how that works. Great. So I'm going to show you guys how to use Kyber Network with your Ledger Nano S. Kyber Network, of course, decentralized exchange. You'll be able to buy any ERC20 token that they support with obviously Ethereum or any other ERC20 token. So what we're going to do in this, we're going to swap some Ether into the Kyber Network token, and we're going to do that from my Ledger Nano S, a hardware wallet. So that's really cool. You're able to buy crypto directly from your Ledger Nano S. So let's give it a go. First of all, go ahead, accept terms, get started. It's going to give you a few different options to log in. You can use your private key. We all know what a private key is. Or we could log in with our Ledger Nano S, which is a hardware wallet, which we're going to use today. Trezor, which is the same, not the same, but is also a hardware wallet. Your JSON file, which you'd get if you were to download, let's say, a MyEther wallet. It's just a file you'd use to gain access to your wallet. Or, of course, a browser-based wallet, which is like MetaMask. Great, so let's use Ledger then. Select it. It's going to process for 1 or 2 seconds. It's going to pop up with your Ledger. Select the address you want to use. We're just going to use the top one for this example. Brilliant. So then logs in very, very quickly. At the top here, it's going to show you the tokens that you have in your wallet that are supported by the Kyber Network. So right now that's Ether, Omise Go, EOS, and Kyber Network. The rest of these you see here are just examples of what else I could buy or sell on here. You'll recognize this, which is Power Ledger. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do for this example, we're going to swap $10 worth of Ether into as much Kyber as I can get for that. So I've checked out what $10 of Ether is. I'm going to pop this in here. There we go. So $10 of Ethereum is roughly 0.027 Ether. And for that, I'm going to get roughly 11.4 Kyber Network tokens, which is pretty cool. Let's give it a good go. So you want to come down here and click Exchange. Just before I do that, it's going to kind of give you Basically the going rate right now, that 1 ETH gets you roughly 422 odd Kyber tokens at today's price. But let's go ahead and buy $10 worth of Kyber. Exchange. Okay, beautiful. So before you continue, it's going to let you know what you're buying. And I'm going to get roughly 11.4 Kyber for my $10 of ETH, and with a maximum slippage of 3%. It's also going to let you know the gas price and the transaction fee, which all look pretty straightforward. Click to confirm. Waiting for confirmation from my Ledger Nano S. The Ledger Nano S is going to come up with a transaction. You'll need to select the tick to continue, but make sure that your wallet is on browser mode so you're able to interact with this website. I've obviously sorted that out beforehand, so what I'm going to go ahead and do on my Ledger now, I'm going to say continue. So that transaction has now been broadcasted to the network and waiting to be mined. So I'm going to let it do what it does, and I'm going to come back and show you guys once the transaction's done. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was done even before I could come back. Successfully exchanged 0.27. Okay, great. So this is just me searching my Ether wallet just to show you the transaction. You'll see the transaction came out of here 1 minute ago. That was obviously Ethereum. Then if I click on token balances here, it should show my Kyber Network token coming in 1 minute ago as well. 11.4. That literally took 10 seconds, guys. It completely decentralized directly from my Ledger Nano S. I never had to use anything else. Highly recommend this, guys, if you're going to use your Ledger Nano S and the coins that you want are on Kyber Network. Remember, it's in beta right now, meaning that we're only going to get more and more and more coins added to Kyber. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And remember, this is the safest way to transact cryptocurrency online. Decentralized, no exchange in the middle. And that's pretty much a transaction on Kyber. So incredibly easy, very, very safe, no middleman involved, just you and your transfer. So I really like that, and check that out if you're looking to purchase any more crypto anytime soon. Just a leaving remark, really. I think Kyber Network is a very, very strong cryptocurrency with potential network effects, enormously big network effects. People will actually use this and will continue to use this. If we look at a potential price point to look at for maybe end of 2018, we've got to all-time highs of around, $5, halfway through $5. I'm thinking, to be fair, what I will hold to and potentially look to maybe take a little bit of profits before the end of this year, I'm looking for a price point of between $15 and $25. So to be safe, let's say Kyber Network at $20 sometime this year. But as I say, it always does really depend on how the market does perform in general. But if the market is in a bullish sentiment and Kyber get more and more people onto the exchange using it, increasing their network effects, I would not be surprised to see Kyber at $20, if not more, before the end of this year, if not early part of 2019. Again, not financial advice, so do your own due diligence. Just don't take my word for it. It's been a cool episode, gone on way too long as usual, but I will see you guys again tomorrow. I'm Maximilian, your crypto broker, and thank you for watching.